Welcome back, guys, to Jesse Saint World. I'm Jesse Saint. I toured in bands for 20 years as a hired gun playing guitar and bass. I've also worked for record labels and in just about every facet of the music industry. If you'd like to know anything more about me, you can check out the description for this channel. Anyway, no time to waste. Today we have an awesome band, Architects. So we're going to be doing 3 of them today. We've got Seeing Red, Black Hole, and Brain Dead.
Jesse Saint World.
Oh, badass. I already love it. Ooh, love that chant. Nice little drum fake out. Impressive all around. And I chose this song first because it looked like it had more of like a basic music video. It's kind of a playthrough warehousey kind of video. A minor Aeolian vocal pattern for the chorus. Very hook ridden. Very hook laden. Nice little guttural into the bridge.
Oh yeah, be now.
Love that Zilbel hit. Love that they have an actual keyboard player. That's dope. Ooh, sweet little build up pre-chorus. Now that was impressive. I have to say I'm a tiny bit embarrassed that I didn't know this band, their full catalog. Heard several songs. Somehow in my brain I had kind of categorized them or grouped them into a Bring Me the Horizon type band, but honestly, he's more of a singy type vocalist. Obviously, he had that one guttural right before that big Zilbel hit. That was super cool. A little ooh. But his singing voice is quite different from the whole Bring Me the Horizon kind of thing. This band holy crap, this is the kind of style that I write, and a lot of the bands I've toured with do this kind of music. So extremely impressed with that one. Like I said, I did choose that one very purposefully. I always allow myself to listen to at least 20 seconds to kind of see if it's a song I'd even dig. And I wanted to start off with that song because I knew, or at least it looked like it was just a very common kind of music video, so I could just get a vibe and a feel for what the band sounds like, since this is an artist spotlight and I'm just kind of trying to wrap my head around what this artist is like. Now, this next one, which immediately queued up, I didn't even have to hit a button. It just went from Seeing Red straight to Black Hole. We're going to go ahead and go to Black Hole because it already loaded, and then we'll do Brain Dead. But so Black Hole, this song, when it came out, I saw that several people covered it. You know, this was right before I started doing my reactions and YouTube's content. And I have to say, I allowed myself, you know, like I said, 20, 30 seconds like I usually do to check out Black Hole, and it's one of the most impressive videos that I've seen in a very long time. So I was like, holy crap, click off of it. So I clicked off of it. I'm like, okay, once I start doing reactions, this needs to be one of my first ones, and it kind of just got shuffled in the mix. So like I said, I already know that this is the song Black Hole that has the insane music video that goes along with it, so I'm really excited. But before we move on into that, let's go ahead and talk about Seeing Red a little bit. I'll tell you what I thought. Dynamic, haunting, cinematic. So this song, like I said, it had a great vibe in the video, although it was some type of a warehouse that was blacked out. It still had a very, very impressive kind of thing about it. Now, as far as the song, from what I've heard of this band, I didn't expect any kind of shreddy guitar leads, no slap bass, nothing really about the band that would really, you know, say wow, no gigantic wow factor, other than the fact that this band is just extremely impressive with their songwriting. The guitars, although they were cool, they went along with the song, nothing poked out. The drums did kind of this new age fake out, kind of a jazz drum, kind of moved you along. You weren't really sure what it was going to go into next. I love that they actually added a bridge to the song with a halftime breakdown. Like I said, the way he went into it by hitting that zill bell, which is just the upside down little bell thing on the drum set. I'm not a drummer. I don't know anything about it. All I know is that my drummer has one. Yeah, so I know I've had him hit that on different songs. I also get a lot of crap about this band because people say that I look like the lead singer, which I don't really see, except for the fact that we're dudes with tattoos. All right, really love that one. I will give that song a solid 8. Now, let's go ahead and move on. Our next song is Black Hole by Architects. And thanks for hanging out with me, guys. Like I said, this is an artist spotlight where we're going to check out 3 songs from a band, just so I can wrap my head around what they're all about. All right. Like the little hand of God coming out of the sky kind of deal. Holy crap. Wow. Well, I have to say, guys, for the second song in the group, man, I would say, you know, obviously video-wise, this is probably one of the more impressive videos that I've seen. Geez, I want to just blanket say one of the most impressive videos that I've seen. Having a metal band, having a really amazing song with some really tight riffs, really tight drumming with triplets, and then to do a guttural breakdown in halftime while being on an oil rig in the middle of the ocean. Obviously green screen, but man, that was impressive. I would say this: if the chorus of that song was not so impressive, I probably would have just completely not even been able to focus in on the song. The video was that amazing. For the video alone, geez, it almost wants to give you, makes me want to give it a solid 10. But before that, let's get into my thoughts on the song. Riff-driven, soul-stirring, symphonic, bendy guitar riff that started it out. That is a behind the nut bend, and what that means is the nut is where the frets start on the guitar, so you can actually go behind it, and you want to compress this string, plug it, and then let go, as it does basically a backwards bend. And that's how they started the song, and it was extremely impactful. I really enjoyed that. Now on to the rating for this particular song. I would give this a solid 10, probably my highest rating ever if it was just the the video itself. Absolutely amazing Marvel style graphics in it. I'm gonna have to give this band on this song a solid 9. Like I said, I would go a little bit higher than that, but as much as I loved the chorus, it's not still, completely in my brain. Very impressive, though. I would say that the chorus was a tad bit more impressive in this song than the last Seeing Red. But all in all, extremely, extremely impressive. If anything, now I'm a little bit apprehensive about the third song. I hope it measures up, obviously. So, like I said, thanks for hanging out with me. This is an artist spotlight. We're doing 3 songs by Architects today. I have heard them before. It's not like I'm a weirdo and I've never heard the band. It's just I've never really got to focus in on their catalog or listen to full albums at a time, just kind of some sporadic songs as they came out. So the third one we have today is Brain Dead. And like I said, it's got a lot to live up to with with the 2 songs we just checked out. So this is a mashup song. This one has House of Protection, which you can also check out this month. I did a reaction video. Not waste any time. Let's jump right in, guys. This is Architects featuring House of Protection, Brain Dead. Hardcore punk kind of. Oh wow, that was. I believe that's a dope. Got a little old school punk, a little bit of old school hardcore. I'm really starting to love House of Protection. These guys sing at the same time. The fact that one of these guys is playing drums and singing is extreme. Ooh, that little major note in that chorus is so. Is that? I love it. Put a logo or something here. I don't know. But for not knowing Architects, I think I chose 3 amazing songs. Either that or all their songs are amazing because it's very impressive. Also, the House of Protection. Had no idea. When I chose that song, I had already chose a House of Protection song for this month. So, had no idea that they were also doing a song with Architects. But I'm glad I chose that one. Haven't heard anything or reacted to anything with a hardcore or punk type vibe yet, but now I can say I did. It wasn't super hardcore or punk, but it had that drum beat in it. And like I said, House of Protection, although that wasn't like a playthrough video, the fact that they only got 2 guys that both sing and both play is, I would say probably the most impressive thing about this whole entire song was that chorus. Man, the lead singer of Architects knows how to lay down a really fat, hooky chorus. Now, what did I... Crushing, explosive, emotional. This song hit on all facets. Now, the musicianship was very cool, although nothing really jumped out, but why would it? This was all about songwriting. And the songwriting in this, which I can't really honestly say whether it was all to do with, perhaps it was Jordan Fish, the writer for Bring Me the Horizon, because I know he works with House of Protection. Maybe House of Protection wrote this song. Kind of sounds like more like they did. Maybe they collabed with Architects. I have no idea. But whomever wrote this, they did a great job. The standout was, of course, the chorus, which it should be. And the notes that they hit in it were not in key, meaning it's a minor song, but they're doing major notes over it, which always sticks out like a sore thumb, but in a good way. And anytime you combine major over the top of minor, you're going to get a Dorian or Mixolydian kind of sound to it. Sometimes Lydian, but usually Lydian would be the odd one. It would typically be more like Dorian. So out of these 3 songs, I would say that every single one of them had their own thing. I'm glad that I picked the ones I did, even though I had no idea. I just kind of jotted down what I saw that it came out within the last couple of years. So, a rating for this one. This one I would do a solid 8. I don't think it was as cool as the very first song. The very first song that we covered, I would say, was probably catchiest all around. The second song had the most catchy, one of the most catchy videos that I've seen, period. Absolutely amazing as far as video. Had even more of an impressive note, the notes that were picked for the chorus. But I will say the first song was probably catchiest chorus-wise. Second song was the catchiest song in general, and then the third one was just a great banger. Really enjoyed it. So I hope you guys enjoyed it as well. Glad that you guys hung out with me today. Go ahead and hang out a little longer. You can watch some more videos. I've got tons of them. But keep on rocking, guys. Keep shredding, and I will see you. Hey everyone, thanks for watching, thanks for hanging out. But hey, that's not all. Go ahead and check the description of this video and check out my Amazon affiliate links and a link to my shop. And you can find my original paintings, you can find prints, hats, hoodies, t-shirts. All that stuff really helps out. Just watch more videos. There's ones right here, there's ones right here. I appreciate you. Thanks for hanging out.
Jesse, sing.